Hello there, my name is Mona Loy and I'm of Blackbright News, founder and managing editor. And today I felt compelled to do a video on why I'm being called a racist. I've been called a racist in the comments in my video about Whoopi Goldberg and Jeanine Pirro. From a black person's point of view. I think I said only a black person would know. Now, at first I thought it was because of the title, which is quite provocative. But since then, I know some people have actually looked at the video and they seem to react more to the part where I've said about the smirk on Jeanine's face. Now, what I need for people to understand is that when we are looking at videos or whatever we do, you'll look at me and you're going to have some opinions about me. You're going to have some perceptions about me. When I look at a video, I'm going to have different perceptions from you. I'm going to have different perceptions about Whoopi. Well, I think it's universal that she was a bit of a clown on that day, but I think both of them behave just as bad as each other. But we're going to have different perceptions. We're going to pick up different innuendos. We're going to pick up subtle clues because of our background, because of our differences, and just because of our perceptions. It doesn't mean that one person is right or wrong. It doesn't mean that one person is a bigot or a racist just because they make a comment. The definition, I wanted to know whether or not there was any validity in that comment about me being a racist, because when 4 or 5 people say it, you need to question yourself, and I like to do that. I like to self-reflect and ask myself, was I being racist in that video? Now, the definition of a racist is, let me read it out for you. Prejudice, a preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. And the second part of racism is discrimination. The unjust or prejudicial actions against treatment of different categories of people. Now, in observing that argument between Whoopi Goldberg and Judge Jeanine, and saying that Jeanine had a smirk. Now, what I noticed, and I looked at it again, was that when Whoopi got angry, Judge Jeanine was smiling. She was smiling until she got involved herself. And it was that smile that I perceived as a smirk. That's just my interpretation. I could be right, I could be wrong. But even so, that's not a derogatory term. That's not a racial slur. Now, when we're dealing with individuals, we have to think about their backgrounds. Now, I don't know much about Whoopi, like I've said before. I've just seen her as an actress. And that's the only way. I don't live in America, so I don't know all these things, people saying she's racist or people saying she's this and that. I don't know much about her. I know as far as Judge Jeanine Pirro is concerned, her mother, I think, is from Lebanon and her father is from Italy, or it could be vice versa. I'm not sure. I do know that in Lebanon, they are they don't like black people. The darker you are, the worse it is, the more they ill-treat you. They just see black people as servants. And it's only until recently, I think 2012, round about that time, could be a little bit earlier, they've allowed black people into clubs. So what I'm trying to get at is that even though Judge Jeanine Pirro was born in the United States, there could be that influence from her heritage, from her pet, from her mother, that might have seeped in. And so when she saw Whoopi Goldberg behaving the negative stereotype, all those traits that the negative stereotype have about black people, that is maybe what she was reacting to. That smile or whatever it was could be, oh, you've fallen right into the trap. Oh, do you realise how stupid you look? Do you realise that the way you're behaving looks absolutely obnoxious. It could mean anything. That smile could mean anything. It could just mean, you know, I've got one over on you. I don't know what it meant. You know, we don't know what goes on in the minds of people. So what we do is we have a perception. We have a thought about what that reaction could mean. The same way as you had a reaction about Whoopi's behaviour, I can have a reaction about Judge Janine's behaviour. That doesn't mean that you're right and I'm wrong, or vice versa. What we do need to know, we need to stop the name calling. We do need to stop that because it's not very nice, it's not necessary, and it's unkind. The reason why I do these videos is for people to understand the different cultures, to realise that we are all different and we all have different points of view. I'm Black British, born in England, I'm black, and that makes me a Black British of West Indian parents. So I have those three cultures going on, which means I'd be totally different from maybe somebody, a Black American, I'd be totally different from a Black African, and whatever, a Black Indian, whatever. We're all different. And what I'm trying to show you in the videos is that we have different perceptions, we have different ways of viewing things. The most important thing is that we put our views across in a respectful way that people can understand and people can relate to. And we should be able to go back and forth with our comments, with our opinions in a respectful way. And that's all I'm asking, really. I'm just asking for people, if they don't agree with what I say, that they do it in a respectful way, that they don't call me names, that they're not unkind or disrespectful. Because, to be honest, that's the pot calling the kettle black. Because by being so derogatory and disrespectful and, you know, talking down, that's actually racism. Not what I was doing in that video. So that's all I wanted to say, and I hope you understand, and thanks for listening, and that's all for now. Bye bye.